Hey family, we are live, broadcasting live. This is the Conversation Room 101. Make sure it's only adults in the house. I need your mind to be open, prepared, and relaxed. Welcome to our home. Take your shoes off. We got some rules we need to go over. Be kind. No cursing in the chat. If you want to curse, call in. And no shouting out other channels. That's a no-no. We got one other rule. There is no judging our guests. It will not be permitted. Zero tolerance. And if so, you want to do that, guess what? We got security. And we will escort you out. Because over here, hashtag we don't care. We're going to be one big family. We're going to laugh together sometimes. We're going to cry. But we definitely going to pray. I thank the Lord above for everything. I lift him up and give him the glory. But you guys, right now, we're going to get our popcorn. And then we're going to see what's going on. And let me just park my car. And I'll be in there in a minute. I'll see you real soon.
The Copyright Disclaimer Act. The Copyright Disclaimer Act under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news, reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research. Fair use is used permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
Everybody being arrested and doing time in Mexico. Everybody extradited over there and doing their time there. That'll be justice for us as of now.
Can you say anything?
We can't say anything. Yeah, we can't say anything about it, but they're working on it.
Like, share, subscribe.
Do you want to know? Well, I've been thinking about you. And I think you'll have to listen. Because the sun is up, it's a beautiful day.
And we won't stop. We will not stop.
Sun. Come, won't you come along? And it feels so right. It's like luck is raining on me. Go and follow your heart. Doesn't matter how far. There is so much love to give. Something's telling me this time. Baby, baby, now
See this? Now you cannot go
baby,
again.
baby, gotta go. There is so much love to give. Something's telling me it's right.
Neighbors and the
When you
community
came to me,
compelled
who
to
are
scour
you?
the area.
It's you, yeah, boy.
Where does the fault lie on you?
Hey family, how's everybody doing? Come on in, you guys. Come on in. Welcome on in the building. I came on a little bit early because I want to get done a little bit early. I see C6 Banks in the house. Zapatos is in the house. Jacqueline, Valerie Montgomery. She said, I reached a milestone. Yes. Lisa Calhoun is in the building. Phyllis D-Art. She said, how are you? I'm doing well. Marsha Poole, how you doing? She says, I'm at work, but I'm listening. Raydin is in the building. Raydin Watson. Hello, everyone. And we got Sanja Watts. She's in the building. She's a mod. I see the mod in the building. Lisa Calhoun's in the building. There's my girl, Lisa Calhoun. Come holla at her sister is in the building. She said, hello, family, friends. I share because I love this channel. I love it too. Thank you for sharing, holla at her sister, supporting this channel. We got Tina Powers in the building. She is a mod. She said, hey, Sanja. We got Wake Ham Bell in the building. Yes, beautiful, beautiful. I see you in the building, sister. I do. And you guys, guess what? We came on here. Nancy LaRose is in here. I'm trying to go down. Brown Sugar done came here. Veronica is in here. How you doing, Veronica? And hey, you guys, I had to come on here a little bit early because you guys know what time it is. It is almost time. I'm trying to get things together. And you know when you got 15 things going on, that's when everything else want to be a priority. Hey, Cheryl C., haven't seen you in a long time. Last time I seen you, I don't know. It's been a while, but I'm glad to see you, sweetheart. Anyway, you guys, I'm in a happy mood because, you know, everything is falling apart and I'm just putting it back together as I go. We've getting everything together. I am just so happy about that. I wanted to come on early because I got all my stuff done. Then I'm going to go take me a shower and lay it down before I have to go do this 12 hours, but it's all good. You know, we got to make it work. We got to make it work. Some people be like, why are you working on the 4th? Some people got to work. Some people just got to work. LaKendra, how you doing, sister? Nice to see you back in the building. I see you, Lisa Calhoun. She said, in family, what's going on? Anyway, you guys, I don't know if you guys even seen this story, but it happened like June the 23rd. June the 23rd. That would have been 1, 2, 30th, 20, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23. It happened 2 Fridays ago. 2 Fridays ago. Lisa Taylor says, I'm in the bushes. I'm at work. All right, Lisa. I see you in here. And everybody's like, I'm tired of looking at this avatar. When are you going to come back on and we can see your face? Okay. You guys will be able to see my face really soon. There's nothing changed. It's just I'm upstairs and I get so much stuff done. And not only that, I don't have to worry about Diesel's downstairs right now because his kennel is getting together. She said, I be hiding at my desk. Okay, wait. I know you at work because I call you and you be like, I'm at work. I miss coming on, but you know, school is so much and I'm finna do a presentation on psychology, or some people want to call it not psychology, but psychology. What is it called? Psychology. Anyway, it's a mixture of all the disorders all together. It's not just 1, 2, 3. It's all of them together. That's what it is. Psychology or something. I want to say psychosis, but no. But anywho, that's what I've been working on, and they want to do a presentation. So I'm getting ready to do the presentation. I'm not going to do it today. I was just getting all my notes together. I need that for people here at work. Oh, I do too. That's why I'm so interested in it. And right now, I'm still 100. I still got an A. I got 100. I have not missed 1 point. And I turned in some work yesterday. I turned in some work today. And my garage fell down. Somehow it came off the track, and so we had to get that straightened out. And then, that right there just took me, I just finally went to bed. And then I got up, started doing some work. And one of our family members called me up, and my family member was like, come on, let's get into this school, because she loves school. And so we talk amongst each other while I'm doing my classes, and she helps me out. Other people helps me out. I've had people here in town. They're like, come on. But you know how people are. They come and they go. You still got to do the work. You know what I'm saying? So I do the work. And the only reason why they really actually help me is not like I don't know what I'm doing. They help me to stay up. They help me to get it done. They help with, going back, not debating, but just we're talking amongst each other. And it sounds better when you can have someone to talk to that really is engaged in the conversation and not just throwing you off. You know what I'm saying? I'm not okay. I don't call people smart or dumb, because I don't think nobody's dumb. I just think, if you made bad grades, somebody just didn't teach you how to study, because I am not the brightest star in the galaxy, but I can make an A really quick just because I know what the teacher is looking for. And not only that, I have a good studying technique that's been working for me. So don't ever think that I'm smart. I do know how to study, and I will study. But anyway, you guys, I was thinking about this case that I seen. The lady, she went to court today because she decided, she's 31. First, she said she was 20. She told them she was 20 years old, but she's 31. So she knows better, because when you hit 31, about when you're hitting 29, women usually think, I don't never want to be an old maid. I want to get married. I want to get married, because they say people that's 30 years and older, they're becoming old maid. You're always in a wedding, but you're not the one that's getting married. And so we rush to hurry up and get married. And most of the time, like I did, we marry the wrong person. And we end up falling out of love really quick, because that is not the person we're supposed to be with. But anyway, I don't know if this young lady was married or anything. But what I'm saying is, when you hit about 30 years old, as far as women, not all women, I don't talk like I know every woman in the world, and somebody be sitting there talking about, you don't know what you're talking about, SP, because I never thought that. I'm not saying all, but well, the statistics say when you hit about 28, 29 years of age, this is statistics. If you wasn't asked this question, they're not talking about you. But statistics says when you hit about 28, 29, you should be starting to think about your future. And where are you going? And with who are you going with? And we do that. We don't need a calendar to tell us we're hitting 30. We feel it. We're like, we either got kids or we've got a relationship or no relationship. And we're sitting there going, what am I going to do? That clock, it's a clock in your belly that's ticking, and we're wanting to do something. Just because we think, we look at society and we say, I want to be like that. I want to have a family. I want to be married. I want to have 2 point whatever kids and a dog and a picket fence and all this other stuff. And how do I get it? We all want to do. We start doing that at 28 and 29. We start realizing that we've made a whole bunch of mistakes, and we need to start correcting them and get on the right path. Now is the time to quit playing around, quit partying so much, but we still kind of party a little bit, but not as much, and start thinking about, being a adult. So not everybody. So if I'm not, if this is not what you're doing, then I'm not talking about you. Okay. But that's what the statistics tells us. Okay. I'm just telling you out the book. And there's no book on how to live, survive, grow up, and all these other things. It's just when you go get 100 women and you say, when did you start thinking about this? They're going to say, oh, I was 26, 27, I was 28, 29, I was 30. There's a reason why, because we're conditioned to think that way, and we need to be looking like everybody else looks like when we hit 30. We need to have ourselves together. We need to have 2-point-something kids and a dog or whatever, a cat or whatever, and we need to be already getting, founded and structured and all this other stuff. When it can happen at any time, to be honest with you. But it's good to start at that particular time, because you're thinking about if you're going to buy a house, 30-year loan. If you're already 30 and you got a 30-year loan, well, you're not going to pay that house off until you hit 60. Who wants to be working until they 60, 65? And if you wait even later than that, then when you hit 40 and you buy a house, you're going to be 70 when you pay it off. You may not even be able enough. I mean, as far as healthy, something may happen. So the quicker you start, the better off you be. And that's why the statistics say what they say. So you guys, let's talk about this woman. Her name is Crystal, Kristel. Crystel. Okay. She lived in Ohio, Cleveland, Ohio. This is what she did. And I know you guys heard about it. Put it in the chat, what you've seen, what you heard, or whatever. And I'm going to go through just a little bit of the things. I'm going to read it from right here because I've got it right here in front of me. It says, an Ohio woman has been charged with murder after allegedly leaving. It is really not allegedly. She left her toddler, alone for more than a week at their Cleveland home. Okay. Stop the press. I know you guys are sitting there going, guess what? This is what Wichita was doing. Who? We're talking about Corey. He was leaving his kids at home by themselves. So this woman left her 16-month-old baby. 16 months. That's just a year and a half. 16-month-old baby at home by herself while she went on vacation. It makes you sick, don't it? Be like, what the heck was she thinking? It says, according to NBC News, Crystal, her last name is Candelero. I probably won't even say it the same way the next time I try to say her name. Candelero. She's 31, allegedly left her 16-month-old daughter, Jalen, at home unattended while she went on vacation to Puerto Rico. She went to Puerto Rico and then she went to Detroit. She said for several days. Before she said it was 8 days. That's what they found out. She was gone 10 days. She went on vacation to Puerto Rico and Detroit for several days. She arrived back home last Friday. I told you it was 2 Fridays ago. And she reportedly found Jalen unresponsive and extremely dehydrated. This was per the affidavit that I'm sharing this with you guys. Police came to the house according to the incident report, and the medics pronounced the child dead at the home. Investigators determined that Jalen had been at the house alone for about 10 days. Okay. Sandra said, lock her up and throw away the keys. Woke the God is in the building. Hey, Crystal Pal, how are you? Karen Martin then came on in. So the Cuyahoga County, I don't know how you pronounce Cuyahoga County Medical Examiner Office is conducting a full examination and an investigation to determine the girl's cause of death. According to the incident report, police found no signs of physical trauma. Candelero her name is Crystal Candelero, was arrested and charged with first-degree murder. She appeared at the Cleveland Municipal Court on Tuesday, according to court documents. She is being held at Cuyahoga County Jail and is set to have her preliminary hearing on Wednesday. Homicides and accidents are among the leading cause of death in children under the age of 10 in the U.S., okay? That is just accordingly to the data from the Center of Disease and Control and Prevention, okay? You guys, just want you guys to know that wasn't something that I just pulled up out my butt. I basically look at stuff like that and I'll be like, wow. Anyway, you guys, they talked about this woman. I mean, here's the thing. And if you really think about it, think about this, because some people say, what do you think ever happened to Cody? Was he left at home and then he didn't make it and all the other kids did? This could have happened, It doesn't take just, this woman, why would she leave her kid at home? She has a mother. She could have left the kids with her mother. She could have sent them to the daycare or the babysitter. This woman wanted to go on vacation. She wanted to still have some fun. You guys, I need to hear what you got to say. So I am going to try to find anything else that they say on here. And the child, the child had let me see. This thing says the Fox 8-1 team has found a Cleveland mother is facing murder charges, accused of it keeps going doing some stuff, but I'm trying to see. Accused of leaving her 16-month-old child. Why do it do that? Oh my goodness. Alone while she went on vacation. You guys, let's talk about this, okay? She's due in court, and we're going to see what's happening. There's a whole bunch of people right now is missing in that neck of the neighborhood in Cleveland. And I was writing it down. There's a 15-year-old guy. His name is David Ibuala in Cleveland. Joseph Rose III is missing. They just put up one for Kenneth Moore. He's an older guy. He's missing. Joseph is older too and dangerous, so don't even go his direction. But there's a Santee Sharp 4 hours ago. These people are all missing in Cleveland. Cleveland is coming up on the map. Everybody say Cleveland is just so boring, but Cleveland got a lot of stuff going on over there in Cleveland. I just want you guys to know that. So let me see if I can see anything else. Yeah, she looks like somebody just did a video on her. Okay, so I see that, but I want to read what they're saying. This is unfreaking believable. Ohio mother left her toddler home alone for more than a week. She's been charged with murder. An Ohio woman has been charged with murder after police say she left her toddler alone in her Cleveland home for more than a week and returned to find her daughter dead. Officers with the Cleveland Division of Police was called to the woman's house at 7:51 a.m. last Friday, where they found the 16-month-old child unresponsive. According to an incident report, medics pronounced the child dead at the home at the scene. Man, there's a lot of stuff going on in this world, and then they want to say something else. So yes, they are. I have family in Cleveland. Yes, Cleveland is really stuff going on. They're talking, they just keep saying, girl dies after mom allegedly. The mom allegedly left the child home. No, see, I hate that that this mother left the child home alone. Did she pay a babysitter to come in and the babysitter didn't come? Did she tell her mother to watch the kid? And the mother was like, forget it, when I looked at this case, and I've looked at it way before today, you guys. I was watching this case as it was unfolding when she called it in. But let me see what the prosecutor said here. The prosecutor says, "Oh, she's got she's not a bad looking woman either." So let's see what the prosecutor says. The Cleveland mother accused of leaving her toddler home alone while she went on vacation is now facing additional charges, according to the Cuyahoga County prosecutors. previously covered Cleveland mother arrested following the death of her child. Crystal went on a 10-day vacation, according to the prosecutor, and left for dead her 16-month-old daughter. They're saying when she returned on June the 16th, Crystal found the toddler unresponsive and called police. Prosecutors said a press release stated the 16-month-old child was discovered in a pack and playpen on a liner soiled with urine and feces with soiled blankets. Emergency personnel pronounced her dead at the scene. According to prosecutors, the little girl, identified by the Cuyahoga County medical examiner as Jaylyn, was determined to be extremely dehydrated at her time of death. Prosecutors alleged that Crystal visited Detroit, Michigan, and Puerto Rico over a 10-day period, leaving her child alone at their home near Lorraine Avenue and West 97th Street in the Codell neighborhood. It is unfathomable that a mother would leave her 16-month-old child alone without any supervision for 10 days to go on a vacation. As parents, we are supposed to protect and care for our children. Imagining this child suffering during her last days of life alone is truly horrifying, and we will do everything in our powers to seek justice on her behalf. That's what the prosecutors are saying. Prosecutors say a grand jury returned an indictment Monday on the following charges: aggravated murder, felonious assault, and endangering children. An arraignment date for the mother has not been set. Okay? That's what they said. Let me see if we can hear a little bit. Let me see. I don't know.
I was driving down a road doing my job.
Okay, hold on. Let's not get us.
All right, our breaking news night continues now on Cleveland's west side. Everywhere at 5 o'clock, we told you about the death of a 16-month-old.
New at 6, neighbors telling 19 News the child left home alone while the mother went on vacation. The mom now charged with murder. Our Katie Wilson has been working her sources all day long on this horrific case.
She's live with a glimpse of what this little girl's family life was really like. Katie.
Brian, Tiffany, it's hard to imagine how this could possibly happen. 31-year-old Crystal Candelario now in jail. Neighbors say she left her baby at home to die. And making matters worse, neighbors I spoke to say they would have gladly taken in this 16-month-old if they had only known. According to court records, 1-year-old Jaylyn Candelario was found in this home on West 97th Street Friday. Neighbors I spoke to say they were shocked and heartbroken to hear the news because they got to know and love little Jaylyn. They say they took Jaylyn in many times when Candelario went to work, even describing her as one of their own. According to these neighbors, Candelario left Jaylyn often.
It wasn't really her mom that was taking care of her. It was her grandma that was mostly taking care of her. Her mom always wanted to go out and just left her with her grandma and all that.
Wow.
That neighbor we spoke to says that Candelario's grandparents also lived in that home, but they're on a separate trip right now. Her bond was set at $1 million. We're still waiting on the medical examiner to tell us how exactly little Jaylyn died. Any updates we do get, we will pass.
Okay. Let's see what she said.
Along to you on air, online, and on our streaming platforms. Live in Cleveland, it's Katie Wilson, 19.
Okay. Wow. Okay. We got it. We got the scoop. We got the scoop. So, you guys, yep. Wow. There's a heavy Cleveland police presence surrounding an abandoned building in the 8700 block of Detroit Avenue Sunday afternoon. 19 News crew is on the thing. EMS, the initial call to Cleveland police indicated that a construction crew at an abandoned rundown property found what appeared to be a decomposed body. It's unclear whether the body was inside or outside of one of the vacant properties. A body was removed from the property, but what's unclear is if the body is that of a man or a woman, how long the body may have been there, if the person died on the property or was dumped there, and if the person dead of natural causes, a drug overdose, or if they were murdered. Okay. That just came through, you guys. That's something that just happened. We'll find out maybe later on who that is. But you guys, I haven't been seeing a lot of people talk about this young lady. And like I said, her name is very hard to pronounce. So they call Candelario. Like I said, So she went in front of the courts today. And filicide. How are you guys looked up filicide? What do you mean looked up filicide? I mean, there's so many things happen to these kids. Sometimes we got to step back and what you say, filicide. Let me look and see what you're talking about. Filicide meaning the killing of one's son or daughter, a person who kills their own son or daughter. Oh, filicide. Let's pronounce it.
Filicide.
Filicide. Okay, filicide. What are the 5 types of filicide? Oh, wow. This is some crazy stuff. It's psychosis and fatal malnutrition, unwanted child, or spouse revenge. That's what's going on. That's what's going on. Just like the young guy we were talking about. He had 3 kids and he took a rifle, snatched the baby out the mom's hands. I guess she wasn't going to let go of the baby, so he shot her in the hand while trying to shoot the baby. She must have let go of the kid, and he then already shot the kid once. And then he takes the kid outside and execution style, shoot the baby again in the head. He had 3 boys, and that is in the same area. We're talking about, what is it, Cleveland or Ohio or whatever. And what is in the water down there? My God, people are doing stuff. I don't. No, I just couldn't do it. But anyway, he was sitting on the porch, and the police come up, and the kids is all scattered. He's got 3 boys just scattered out on the lawn where he done chased one of the kids down. We just talked about this last week. And these people are just doing stuff. Now, I don't know. I don't see her as saying, oh, I'm just going to leave my baby here and hopefully she die. I believe she just tired of asking people and they're saying no, or her mother's trying to make her be responsible of having this child. She's 31. So she had the child at an older age. She didn't have her when she was 19 or 16 or 20 or 21. She had to have the child when she was like about 29. She's 31 now, so 29, give it 10 months. You know what I'm saying? 10 months, and now you got a baby, and now the baby's 16 months. So, yeah, okay? So it's just where it just seems like people are not bonding with their children anymore. And so we have things that we look at now. What is different with society? We have play games, PlayStations and stuff that occupies our time. And so the kids can be in the house and we still won't even look at the kid. Go get you a sandwich or something. Leave me alone. Get out of here, Or, we might have a relationship with someone. And so therefore, they don't want to be around this child that they don't have their genes. It's not their biological kid. And so therefore you want this relationship to work. So you keep the kid in the bedroom or over to grandma's house or whatever. But they say grandma lived in the same house too, but she was on vacation. And grandma was probably the primary, that's what the neighbor said. The grandmother was the primary care of this child. Raiden says, I think the baby was gone before she even left 10 days. Ooh, is a long time. She would have had to worry as much. And you would think someone would have heard the baby cry nonstop if she was alive. Well, I don't know. I mean, a baby can only cry so much, Raiden. You know? I mean, a baby gets tired of crying. They'd be like, she's 16 months. So that's a year and a half. Babies learn to, cry until they get your attention. Babies cry until they get your attention. If they can't get your attention, then they sit back. They try to figure out, okay, so this is what babies know when they come in the world. Okay, every time I cry, mama comes pick me up or daddy comes pick me up. Every time I cry, mama comes pick me up or my brother or my sister somebody comes pick me up. So a baby get used to when they cry, nobody comes pick them up. That's true. And they stop crying. That's why when people be like, let them lay there, and then you can walk right past their crib and they won't cry because they know you're not going to pick them up. And that's their way to communicate. So you can stop babies from crying that way. And if she's used to it, she's a year and 6 months. She's literally walking. But that's why they didn't leave her in a crib and they left her in one of those playpens where she can't get out of. So this baby's walking all over this playpen because she's a year and a half. And if she wasn't walking, if she was delayed, she's crawling. But there's feces all over the playpen. There's urine all over the playpen. And there's nobody to take care of this child. Grandmother already went on vacation. So I guess Crystal was like, you know what? They can go on vacation. I can go on vacation too. They're worried about Jalen. Well, why should I worry about Jalen? And here's the thing. No food, no water, no juice, no milk, no nothing. And the baby will cry. And you're right. The baby will cry. Downstairs. Huh? Yes, he has. Yes, he has. I've got the rest of that, the floor in that kennel. I wetted it. You want to wet it some more? Yeah, I wanted to make an indention. So maybe he'll stop kicking them around. I don't know. We'll see. I can fill it up if he don't. But anywho, you guys, things like that is things that you can think about. I'm serious, It may not be us. It's not going to be me because I'm not going to have no more kids, okay? But when you see people that live next door to you or friends or family, you go over to the house and knock on the door, you might hear a baby cry. What do? You think they're probably in their sleep. You don't go breaking down the door or anything. People be like, oh, I mean, if I hear a baby cry for a long time, yeah, I would probably, call and say, hey, could you go do a good well check or something? I mean, this baby's been crying forever. But nowadays, people call that snitching, and snitches get stitches, So nobody wants to be involved. That's just the way it works now. I'm just saying. You guys understand what I'm saying. Anyway, when I read this story and I was listening to this story, I said to myself, well, when you have walking babies like Cody, where he can walk, he's 4 or 3, he can walk and get into stuff. He can open up doors. Yeah, he can open up doors. He can't open locked doors yet. Or, maybe he can. I don't know. But you can't just leave kids home by themselves. And I know, you guys. I'm not even gonna sit here and act like I am the mother of the year. Walking down the street, the kids are in the bed, sleep, or in the crib or whatever, you outside or something. That they can get you for that. You go run to the store real quick because it's just 1 block away. They can get you for that. Have I done it before? I'm not even gonna say probably. I'm just gonna shake my head. I'm not going to put myself in that situation. I'm just saying that you would think something of that nature, just going to the store or the corner to pick up the mail or whatever, or to talk to the neighbor or something, is not that crucial. But it is. Anytime that you're not nowhere in the same vicinity as a child, anything can happen. They can put something in their mouth. Somebody can break in the house. The house can catch on fire. And then that child cannot defend themselves. So, I try to tell people, and I know some of our people in the chat, I've had people call me and say, I used to leave my kids at home. I said, well, you better probably stop doing that. You went to work. Is work that important? I've been in that situation before too. I'd be like, how I'm going to lose a really good job, because this is what people think like. I'm going to lose a really good job because I got nobody to watch my kid. And then what, do I want to go hand my kid to somebody that's going to treat my kid bad or beat my kid, or they not even watching my kid? If my kid is asleep, maybe it's okay. But I don't believe a person in their right state of mind would leave a kid for 10 freaking days. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's ludicrous. 10 days, think about it. 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, 24 hours, 4 day, 24 hours, 5 days, 24 hours, 6 days, 24 hours, 7 days, 24 hours, 8 days, 24 hours, 9 days, 24 hours, 10 days, 24 hours, no food, no water, no change, no nothing, no interaction. You're just there. You would get in trouble leaving a dog like that. Hey, this is SP.
Hey, SP.
How's it going, Zan?
It's going good. Hey, family. So, I just wanted to throw this in because they were interviewing people in the neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
And there were neighbors next door where the girl had asked the mother and her daughter to watch the baby one time, and I believe it was supposed to be for a weekend, and the mother didn't come back for a month and a half.
Shut the front door.
And this is the same mother.
So she asked the neighbors to watch the kid.
And if I'm not mistaken, it was for a weekend, but they didn't come back for a month and a half.
Do you know what? And that reminds me of something. And I don't think it could have been a year and a half ago or whatever. And this young lady, she was in our chat. I can't remember what her name was, but I was talking to her, and the neighbor knocked on her door. Oh, I remember who it was, and handed her their child. And she didn't have diapers. She didn't have anything. And she was just needed a break or whatever. And she was like, what am I supposed to do? And I was like, I don't know. I mean, but you're saying, I mean, that just came to my mind. I remember that happening. I was on the phone with her, and I was like, what do you do? Do you keep the kid? Because, So she was supposed to keep the kid just over the weekend, and she didn't come back for a whole month.
Month and a half.
Oh my God.
She was calling her because they didn't have money, to buy the baby the formula that she needed.
You know what I wanted to say? I wanted to say this really bad. When she left that kid for the 10 days, I said to myself, this is not nothing new. She been doing some stupid stuff, thinking that somebody's gonna just jump in there and take care of her kid. I said to myself, I do not want to judge this woman, but people get comfortable. They do an hour, then they do a half a day, then they do a full day, then they do 2 days. And you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because these people were really distraught when they found out that the baby had passed, because they said they had, grown very attached to the baby, being that when she needed the babysitter, she would come and ask them, but she just would never come back when she was supposed to.
Wow. Unbelievable. Is there anything else? Man, thank you for sharing that with us.
No, I just happened to see that, but I did want to share that with you. I'm going to go back down in the chat, let somebody else have a chance to call.
All righty. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah. Her mother might be charged if she had custody. Wow. Well, if she had custody of the baby, the mother would be. That's another thing with like Leilani. Remember, her mother had custody and sent the supposed to be. She went. They didn't charge the mama. They didn't charge the grandmother, and she had custody of them kids, and she left the kid with the daughter, Leilani. Remember? And Leilani ended up killing the baby and sitting there talking about she don't know where the baby is at. And we don't know what happened to Leilani. She's supposed to get ready to go to court. Y'all remember that baby? What was that baby's name? That was a beautiful baby boy. Oh my goodness, that boy was cute. He was so cute. What was that baby name? Leilani's boy name. Man, she had all those YouTubers and stuff up there cussing her out. They were wanting that baby, and she knew where that baby was. And they finally found the baby in the trash and locked her up. She locked up. The mama was locked up, not the grandmother that had custody of the baby. Quentin. Thank you, soldier girl. Quentin. What's his name, Quentin. Yep, Cheryl C. say Quentin. Yep. Oh my goodness, that was so sad. I hate even covering that case. You guys, we cover so many cases around here. It's unbelievable. It really is. But, you can't cover them all, but, we live, we learn by other people's mistakes. We teach our kids when we see our children, because, see, I don't have little babies. All my kids are grown. Every last one of them, even the one I adopted. They're all grown. And I've got 2 grandkids. I've got some step grandkids, but I've got 2 grandkids. And you know what? I'm going to just be honest with you. I had to stay on my children about. I have to always, when they don't have a babysitter, I say, even though I'm on my way to work, I'll go find a babysitter. I'll be like, I call one of my cousins and say, hey, can you keep the baby? I got to go to work. Or my husband, hey, I still got to go to work, honey. Can you keep the kid? And he's like, yeah, because I don't want my kids to be overwhelmed that they can't do what they need to do. They feel like it's more important than that kid. And you know what? And sometimes I didn't even go to work. I missed a whole day of work and forgot I even had to work because I had to get my grandkid. Got rolled up because I'm like, they dropped the kid off in the middle of the day. And I'm like, okay, now what? But I will never forget this baby because he has the same name as my son, Lisa Calhoun says. Yes. Like the babysitter didn't care for the baby. What babysitter? The babysitter did care for the baby. Quentin, she was just doing a lot. I think she was just trying to get a lot of airtime. Oh, I love the baby and this, that, and the other. But we was on the right track. We always thought it was Leilani. We didn't think it was the grandmother. We didn't think it was the babysitter. We knew it was Leilani. I mean, because at the end of the day, if you're staying with mom and you're not working and your boyfriend goes to work early and you're left with the kids and they didn't arrive at the babysitter, you're the last one with the kids. So it's you. It's you. That's always the point. The last person that's with the baby, you did it. You took that baby out. We just don't know how you did it or when you did it, but you did it. The boyfriend is at work. Grandmother is at work. And you sitting there talking about, oh, I wake up and I'm running through the house wondering, where's Quentin? Where's Quentin? Where's Quentin? You asking the other children, where's Quentin? That don't even make no sense. Hey, this is SP.
Hey, SP. Hey, everybody. It's Freddie Johnson.
Hey, Freddie in the dark. What's going on?
Yeah, they're looking at when, Leilani, even though the grandmother had custody, was because she murdered. That's what they were looking at. She murdered the child. But I'm still not going to say maybe down the line they may, put her mother in jail because she had custody.
No, but Leilani's mother had custody previously before the child was murdered. You know what I'm saying? Like, now that the child is murdered, they never did press charges on Leilani's mother.
That's what I'm saying. They never did.
Right.
Yeah, so, they still Leilani murdered the child either way it goes.
Right.
That's what they was looking at, I believe.
Right.
Yeah, so. I just called in to say that.
Okay, thank you, Freddie.
Okay, you're welcome. Bye.
Bye. You guys, we're never going to understand these type of people and the things that they do because we don't think like that. You know what I'm saying? But here's the things that you can do to prevent it from happening to someone that you know, because you're thinking, well, my kids are grown, like me. My kids are grown, so I'm good, But my grandchildren, I got to see Pooh Bear today. He came over for a little bit, And like I said, the next door neighbor. Now, I don't get off into nobody's business, but you kind of got to know when to step in and say, hey, let me take that baby from you for a minute. Or you want to go hang out at the, I got a day off. Let me go ahead and watch your kid. Because 9 times out of 10, when the baby come over, if you feed him real good and give him a nice bath, guess what? They going to bed. People be asking me all the time, how do you get that baby? Because I have a baby that I watch on Fridays and Saturdays, you guys. Yeah, I'm with the schizophrenia people and stuff during the week. But on a weekday, on Fridays and Saturday, I watch a 5-year-old. I've been with this child for 4 years. And every time when I come in, I go in about 9 o'clock. And they be like, they come in the room and they be like, why is he asleep? I'll be like, because I told him to go to bed. I turned off the light. And no activity going on. And she be like, when I come in, it'd be like, oh my God, I don't know what to do. And he won't go to sleep. And I just be like, okay, you got your hands full. I'm just going to go and just sit down and whatever. I'd be like, okay, no problem. You know what I do? Okay, has he taken his bath? Yes, he's taken his bath and he just won't go to sleep. I say, okay, I put my chair right next to his bed and I turn off the light. I turn off the TV and I say, go to bed. Go to bed. And he turns around and I say, I'm not playing. See, we're not finna get up. I'm not going to run across the room and get you. I'm going to sit right next and you go to bed. And he looks at me and I have my earbuds in my ear looking at my phone or whatever, and he knows that I'm right there. And he just looks at me and he closes his eyes because there's nothing active going on. But he's now feeling comfortable. He goes straight to sleep, and I scoot my chair back on the other side of the room, and I keep doing what I was doing. I'm not making no noise or anything. And she comes in there 30 minutes and she said, "How do you do it?" I said, "Do what?" "He's been asleep for like 20 minutes. She's like, "Oh, I'm through. I'm done." That's because mothers get frustrated and the child knows, "Let me cry. Let me go do this," because she's tired. And they run you ragged until you're just letting them do stuff and they get used to that. I don't do that. That's why sometimes you got to have other people come in, whether it's a babysitter, a family member, or another sibling, and let them do it. And don't get mad because they put the baby to sleep. Just know that that child knows that you're going to comfort them, and you set that tone. You condition them that every time that they cry or whimper, you go, "Oh, I don't do that. I don't have time for that. I need you to go to sleep because I need to do my homework." Hello? It works for me. And that's why I stay at my job, because it works for me. Anyway, you guys know this. You know it like the back of your hand. There's no other way I can say it, but just do the right thing when it comes to these kids. We're getting ready to do our Christmas giveaway. We've got 3 minutes. I want to know right now, do you guys, we need to do it. The 21st falls on a Friday. We can do it, let's see, the 26th to 27th, I am off. You guys want to do it the 27th, I am off, or you want to do it on Sunday on the 30th? Okay, you got to let me know, because Christmas in July is coming up, and you guys will be seeing my face too. So, buckle up, buttercup. The 27th or the 30th. Come on, let's put your vote in right now. Which day you guys want to do it? The 27th is a Thursday, and the 30th is a Sunday. And I will take count and see. The 27th. Soldier Girl say the 27th. That sounds good. The 27th. The 27th. Everybody okay? Okay. I'll be in agreement with the majority. Okay. So right now the majority is the 27th. Soldier Girl says the 27th. Lisa Calhoun says the 27th. Because we can do it any time of the day. We can do it in the morning. We can do it 1 o'clock, because we normally do it like 1 o'clock and be done with it. We'd be like 1, or we do it like 7 o'clock and be done with it that night, so everybody can get home from work and be like, yeah. Freddie say Sunday. Freddie, you're the only one saying Sunday. I've got 27. Sanja says 27. Lisa Taylor says 27. Lisa Calhoun says 27. So we got the 27th going on. 27th is a Thursday. And so we're going to do it on the 27th. That sounds good. And we're going to do it in the evening when I'm off. Okay. That sounds good. I don't really like, we got the 27th, you guys. Freddie said, "Oh, but you guys can all be here on the 27th. You want to do it late in the evening, or you want to do it in the afternoon?" All right. Come on, you guys. We got 1 minute and a half, and we got to get out of here. Somebody else got the spot. When you're off. That's when I'm off. I'm off on the 27th and the 30th. We're going to do it on the 27th. Write that down. We're going to do it on the 27th. And we're going to be ready. 27. And we'll pick a time or some other time, because you guys ain't saying anything. All right, you guys, I'm going to get on off of here. Enjoy your day. And let's just all pray for the ones that we still have not found. Okay? All right, be good. Oh, I try to put in a thing and it would not let me do it. Oh, wow. That's crazy. Let me see. See what you can get by upgrading. I don't want to upgrade. I wanted to pick out one of my things. Oh, my goodness. It's doing some other stuff. Okay. It will not. So until I upgrade, it will not let me. Oh, that could have been another thing. Let me see. Oh, wow. Okay, so I do got to upgrade. Okay. So anyway, you guys, be good, be great. And I will see you guys Wednesday, same time, same place. We're going to get it done. All right? Be good.
You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want the truth! You can't handle the truth!
Do you want to know? Well, I've been thinking about you, and I think I have to listen, because the sun is up, it's a beautiful day. My beginning will be as bright as the sun. Come, won't you come along? And it feels so bright, it's like luck is raining on me. Go and follow your heart, doesn't matter how far. There is so much love to give, something's telling me this time. Baby, baby, now I know. Baby, baby, gotta go. There is so much love to give, something's telling me it's right. When you came to me, oh I knew it's you.